Hi, what's here, and welcome back to Football Manager 2020, where we've got off to a winning start in September. July/August was absolutely terrible. 1 win out of 7. We've put that behind us. We're out of the Carabao Cup. Put that behind us. We even got a draw, which we then won on penalties against Tranmere in the Leasing.com Trophy. And just for the balance of things, we're going to put that behind us too. But we are now new in September, and we are 1 win from 1 game, and that, in my mind, is fantastic. So, let's press on to another home game, this time against Stevenage. And let's see how things progress. They are in strong form, Stevenage. In 12th position, having won 4 of their previous 5, which is interesting because they weren't in that good a form when I last checked. But anyway, they are big favourites. They've got a lovely Burger King sponsor ruining what is actually quite an attractive shirt. Never mind. We are good to go, I think. Am I? Oh no, my players are back from their international duty, so they can slot straight back in. Sorry, Hemming, you did have a good game, but due to this clause of having 1 player trained at the club, you're going to have to miss out, even on your bench spot. Janjiva was never in the team to start with. Agungbo is still out for a couple of months. Fofana, he's on the bench. I might bring Fofana into the team for Wilson. Well, not into the team, but into onto the bench. Todorov is going to come on for Herdman. And Herdman is going to... A ball scored in the last game, which seems a bit of a shame. But he's my team captain. He's going to have to come off onto the bench. Whitaker is going to start. I think that is the team we're going to go with. Yeah, that's the team we're going to go with, I think. Out of interest, if I brought Fofana on for Hayden, yeah, he is significantly not as good. Right. But let's go. Our wing backs are getting more familiar with their position, so that's all good. Fofana needs a squad number. You are 17, so you're going to get the 17 shirt. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? Oh god, I'm weird. Right. Expect them to pick up where they left off. Maybe it's a bit harsh, but we've gone with it anyway. Here goes. They look like a pretty tall outfit as well. Amanka, 5'9", centre back, bit of an alien concept for me, but he seems to be a decent player. Out wide, CJ Egan Riley onto the edge of the box, tries to pass it to Danielson, gives it straight to the defender. Corner, Danielson Carvalho, looking for the header Hayden. Defender gets in front of him. Danielson sprays it out back. Oh wow. I want to see that from a different angle. Amanka has just lashed an overhead cross into the far corner. I do want to see that again. That was special. How do I change the camera for this? Can you not? Right, I want to change the camera to TV. There we go. Cavallo, look at that. What a ball. And Umanko has buried it. Okay, we'll change that back to director. And we go live. Oh, good save by Ojrzinski. Took a lead just after 2 minutes. And 2 minutes later, we're defending. What a goal by Umanko. First goal for the club as well, I believe. Egan Riley throws it into Whittaker, back to Egan Riley, chance to cross. Defender gets a block on it, and Stevenage break, dangerous. Try and stand him up. Oh, what a save by Ojrzinski. He should have scored. We made 1-0. Corner. Hayden wins the header, only as far as List. List tries to play it back in, and I think Danielson with the block it was. Throw-in comes to nothing. Ebbsfleet 2-0 down at home to Port Vale. Parrott now with a corner. And it's straight at Ojrzinski. Quarter of the game gone. Stevenage seem to have the better of it at the moment. The attack again. Throw in with Hamilton. Good cross. Hayden wins the header. Only out to Parrott. Good block. List on the right. Hughes calmly taps it back to Ojrzinski, who distributes forward to Shelton, to Bridge. Bridge looking looking back now. Umanko, the goal scorer, to Shelton. Todorov bring it into the opposition half now. Bridge leaves it for Shelton, out wide to CJ Riley with a chance to cross. Defender gets back, he skips inside him. Crosses. Todorov, great save. And the defender clears. There's a chance. Bridge now with a corner. Looking for the header. Todorov. Doesn't get there. Whittaker. Back inside to Hayden. Knocks it all the way back to Colvin. And we approach half time. 30 minutes gone. And that is half time. Fairly even game, but we got the goal that mattered in the 3rd minute there. Ebbsfleet getting stuffed 3-0 at home to Port Vale. I think it's Morecambe that are also struggling. They're losing 1-0 at home to Northampton. So another chance to put some distance between us and our rivals for relegation. Stevenage with the kick-off in the second half. It's all the way back with their keeper Hazard. And he clears. Now Bridge with a free kick from distance, whips one in. Colvin with a header over the top of the bar. What a chance. We are going to look to... Oh, corner. We are going to look to bring Whittaker off. Todorov with a header, a free header, and he's put it over the bar. What a waste. Okay, approaching the hour mark. Whittaker off for Angle. Confirm. Stevenage bring it down the right. Good challenge by Cavallo. Egan Riley knocks it down. Angle brings it, picks it up. Dangerous ball back towards his own goal, but CJ Riley makes it a little bit safer. Puts the ball to Ojrzinski, who plays it back to CJ Riley down the left. Cuts inside. Plays it all the way down to the right now with Justin Hughes, who turns his man and runs into space. Delivers. Angle with a header. Would need to be something special from there to trouble the keeper. And we go past the hour mark. Might bring Herdman on as we defend out this throw in, and it's straight at the keeper. We're approaching the 3/4 distance, and there we have it. Todorov hasn't been bad, but we're going to bring Herdman on. And the rest of the team playing reasonably well as well, so I think we're going to leave it as is for now. Might look to bring King or Fofana on at some point. But Stevenage have the ball and come forward again. Hamilton and loads of space down the left, crosses in, Hayden with a header away, and Bridge finishes the clearance. Angol now runs into the left channel, he's got some space. Is anyone with him? He pulls it back. Carvalho hits it from distance and cannons off the defender. 75 minutes gone. Run towards the 10-minute mark, and Scunthorpe attack, Stevenage attack, sorry. Blocked by CJ. Parrott now has a chance to deliver. And corner is conceded. Parrott knocks one in. Colvin clears. Bridge, opportunity to bring it forward. He does so. Oh, good tackle by the defenders. You try to go through him. Shelton now in midfield to Carvalho. Bridge now in space. Beats his defender and rifles one over the bar. 80 minutes gone. 4-1 now. Port Vale lead at Ebbsfleet. Okay, we're going to make a change. Shelton is having a good game, so I don't really want to bring him off. I think we're going to have to bring Bridge off for Cameron King. It's just a too dangerous a game to play for Fana in, I think. At 1-0 up. So bring King on and we'll make him a advanced playmaker. We've got a free kick now, which King is going to take. Really dangerous one. And it's headed in by Herdman. And it's 2-0 with 5 to go. Hopefully that's enough to win the game. Now, King came on for that, so we can't really complain with his contribution. But if that had happened just before, I would have been bringing Fofana on. So, sorry, King. Do I want to? Yes, I do. Shoot on sight, yeah. And Herdman is now injured. So we're down to 10 men. Angol is going to become an advanced forward. Actually, he can be a deep lying forward. Parrott and Smith hits one over the bar from Hamilton from close range. 5 minutes of injury time to play out. Make that 3, 2, 1, and that should be it. Kennedy gets taken by CJ Riley and a 2-0 victory. So, and again, a convincing victory. Shame about Herdman. He came on, scored. 2 minutes later, he was off injured. Well done. Really pleased. Another win, another clean sheet. And we're up to 18th now, ahead of Scunthorpe, who were beaten the game before. Okay, Morecambe lost 1-0 at home to Northampton, and Ebbsfleet got absolutely stuffed 4-1 at home by Port Vale. So we have got 7-point gap now to those two. That's really putting a lot of hope in us being able to stay up. As the games move on and you get to sort of 13 to 26 games, it's not just about how many points you are. It's also the number of teams between you, because obviously all the teams need to get points to move you down the table. But at the moment we're quite happy. 2-2. September has been kind to us. Quality possession. Okay. Oh, hamstring strain. He's out for 4 weeks. Have to keep an eye on that. Ogungbo still out for another month or 2, and Askew a couple of weeks away. Egan Riley is accomplished now in his new position. Rockman got 69 minutes, didn't play particularly poorly or well. Maidstone gave Ollie Scott 90 minutes and he played reasonably well. Chuck Warner got 33 minutes for Southport. Didn't set the world on fire. And Daniel Dodds got 90 minutes and played reasonably well for South Shields as they got defeated. Shelton on form, yes he was. The passing is unbelievable. 113 passes in the game. At a 95% success rate. 7 of them key. Okay, so coming up, we have an away game at Newport County. I'm just going to disappear for a minute and have a look at the scouting centre, so bear with me. Okay, so I've had a look through the scout reports and we've had some action. So we're looking to try and sign this guy on a free in January. He's listed for sale. By comparing him with Ogungbo as a central defender, we see that actually he pretty much outranks him. So I think this is an absolute no-brainer of a signing. He's 6'5" as opposed to 6 foot, which is helpful. And he's not slow. He's no slouch either, which is pretty good going. Obviously good in the air. He's got the same jump reach as Ogungbo. He's obviously got some good jump reach for someone 5 inches shorter than he and can jump to the same height. It's pretty impressive, and we can get him for free. We offered nothing, and they have accepted. Injuries, nothing really to write home about. He looks like a complete and utter no-brainer, which is great. If we then compared him with Colvin, defensive rules, defend, heading, marking, tackling, collectively between them, he's 4 points better. This is very much even keel. He's more composed. Positioning is the same. Jumping reach is not as good, but only marginally, and he's slightly stronger. So again, he's you know, that creates a really strong back three. Really strong back three. 6 foot, 6'2", 6'5". I'd be very happy with that. It would mean that we would have Amankwa, who's 5'9", missing out, and Hayden, who is 6'1", would also miss out and become our first reserve. So that is one person we've gone after. We've also gone after David Jack, who ranks well against Fofana as a 17-year-old defensive midfielder, anchorman. So we quite like the look of him, but we're not alone trying to buy him. And Scott Robertson, again, we're making an inquiry against to see whether, you know, we can bring him in relatively inexpensively. There's some others that we've put our scouts on, and others where they're coming to a contract end but are expensive. That includes a guy from Morecambe who looks rather interesting indeed. Let's see if I can actually find him now. Why have I gone into staff? Scouting, shortlist, do it by position. He's an attacking midfielder from Morecambe. That's the guy there. He looks rather interesting as an attacking midfielder. He's got awesome flair. He can't really hit long shots, but we could work on that. But his flair is absolutely stunning. So we just see what he can do. His dribbling's good as well. So he's likely to cost a few quid, but he's free at the end of the year. So that is quite interesting. Anyway, let's now press on. Not sure what this means. T. Smith. Olamola. Don't know what he's talking about. there was a rumour that some of these social media posts actually mean something. They can highlight sort of players that you should be after. So there you go. We made some inquiries. But yes, indeed, what a goal it was by Yeboah Amankwa. Okay, so we find ourselves going from having lost 6 of 7 in the league to now we've won 2 from the last 2. Next up is a more difficult away game at Newport, followed by home at Rochdale, followed by away at Port Vale. So I would expect probably 2 defeats out of the 3 here. If we could come out with 3 points overall, I think we'd be happy. 4 points would be delighted. So let's see how it goes. Horsfall offer has been accepted. He's slightly interested in negotiating terms. And I don't know if anyone else is in for him. No one else interested, so that should make negotiations a little easier. Start negotiations. Play time, regular starter. Okay, important player if you insist. 3 years, how old are you? 24. Okay, sell on fee percentage. You can have 10%. Relegation release cost. Wow, that is really low. You can have it, but for 400 grand. Relegation release clause 250. Promotion wage rises, that we'll add this in as well. Unused substitute fee. Clean sheet bonus, you can have 200. We'll give you 350 every game you play. And we'll drop you to 900. This might annoy him. Signing on fee, you can have 7.5. So that would be 12.50 a game if he played. Right, okay. So he's happy with everything else, but he now wants that. So if we offered him 11.50, if we drop that to 300 and that to 12, that might get close to what he's expecting. So we had 12. So that would be 1,600. Okay. I think we are quite pleased with this. Adjust budgets. We've got 2 grand left there, and we've got 11 grand left there. So I think this does us rather well. And then post-match assessment. Good game by Hood. Okay. Suggests Hayden is going to come out of the team. Okay. Maybe he's a little bit tired. They are at home. Kelly Jags rejects Robinson. Bid. Okay, so he's a good prospect. Make an offer. 3.5. We're not giving it any of the profit. 7.5. Okay, additional clauses, additional fees, per league appearance for 20. Oh no. So there you go, that would go up to 20. Probably got wrong for spending money on him as well. He's not for sale at any price. Make an offer 2.5. Let's go back to 5 and then we'll add grand again. Ooh. We'll offer that and see what they do with it. Okay, Blyth Robertson offer has been accepted. Breakthrough prospect. Right, 3-year term. 220. Grant a sign on. That there. That there. That there. Remove that one. If you play as 10 games, you get 300. 20 games is 400. Relegation release clause 75. See what he does with that. You can have 250. That's okay. Right, so 1 year extension, 2 years, we'll give you 300, we'll give you that. 5 games. Ten games you can go up to 450 of 2 years extension. And we'll give you 2.5 grand this time. Okay, right. It's fine. Hand over to the assistant, J. Manuel Thomas. It's a man to watch. Christie Scout Morrison. Bono, Fidel Bono. Right, 3-year contract, 250 quid, signing on fee of 1500. And our usual clauses. Add an optional contract extension of 2 years. Add appearance fee, goal bonus, unused sub fee. Well, I think he's looking to get quite a lot of money. See what he does with that. Right, so he's happy with all of this. He's happy with that. 6 months, you can't have a 6-month contract, mate, no. 2.5, we'll give you 350. Non-negotiable. Okay. And here we go. So a difficult-ish away trip to Newport County. All the way down south of Wales. Dundee have delayed a decision. Player development. Very summary. Fitness tests. Herdman is injured, so it needs to come away from the subs bench. Ball can take his place, quite comfortable with that. Gungbo still quite away from fitness. Everyone else okay. Wing backs are struggling a little bit, so we might bring in Askew's unfit, so we'll have to go with Egan Riley. Right back's not doing too bad actually, so I think we might go with that. We're going to take him off for Hockenhull, swap him with Colvin, and I might go with him. There we go, that's a recommendation. And I think we're going to go with that. It's rather interesting that Shelton, it's not at full match sharpness and should be monitored accordingly, but is at 100% match sharpness. Why are they all high risk of injury? Not overplaying them, is that what it is? Maybe it is. Right, well anyway, we've got another game coming up next at home where we're just going to have to see how this lot goes. Right, so submit team. Yes. Sorry, I've just realised the time as well. We are going to overrun. We have already. Hand up the assistant. End team talk. Let's go. So no Herdman today. He's out injured for a while. She's not on the bench. But Todorov does start and steals the ball. And we have a corner. Carvalho to take. 2nd minute of the match. Almost an own goal. And then Colvin almost scores the rebound. Carvalho deflected. And Newport bring it away. Wow, what a mistake that would have been by Newport. Free corner, sorry, to Newport. Header goes over the bar as Ebbsfleet go 1-0 down. Hockenhull. Morecambe now 1-0 down. Carvalho, Egan Riley brings it inside. He's tiring already. Bridge out wide to Hughes. Runs at his man. Gets into the area. Looks to deliver. Does. And Egan Riley with a header. He does well to get in amongst it and scores a header. His first ever Spartans goal. Well said, Mr. Commentator at the bottom there. It's well done by Hughes. He stands his defender up. Crosses. And Egan Riley comes in at the back of all the players from about 8 yards. 1-0 Blyth away from home. Bridge with a chance to double it. Good cross. Dealt with by the defence. And Newport break. Hockenhull, Shelton, sorry, with a great challenge. It's gone forward. Whittaker with a snap chance and puts it well wide after a good ball through by Carvalho. Dangerous free kick. Good save by Orzinski. Corner. Orzinski claims on the edge of his 6-yard box. A dangerous gun for now. Half an hour gone. It's a fairly even game. Egan Riley is tiring. Colvin with a throw on the left. Throws it up to Whittaker. Back in own half. Colvin into Manqua. Exchange passes before Manqua humps one forward. Defenders miss it. Todorov's in. Liban tips it over the bar, but Todorov was offside anyway. Throw into Hughes defensively on the right hand side. Bridge inside to Shelton. Brings it across to Carvalho. Just over halfway now with Egan Riley on the left. Plays it back across to Bridge. Hughes has gone up on the right. And runs, takes on his man. Chance to deliver, brings it inside to Bridge. Bridge inside to Shelton, loses out. Ball humped forward and Manqua wins the header and Carvalho has it on halfway. Colvin brings it forward. Carvalho inside to Shelton, inside to Bridge. Brings it forward. Hughes can run up the right, but he brings it inside to Shelton, who does find Hughes down the right. Delivers a good cross. Todorov with a towering header, just over the bar. Should have done better. We approach half time, 42 minutes gone. A minute and 20 at half time, and Danielson has a corner. Delivers, no one attacking it in the middle. Crew go 2-0 up at home to Morecambe. Shelton trying to prevent the cross, fails to do so. Collins goes for the near post and Orzinski concedes the corner. 50 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Here we go. Good ball in. Carvalho wins the header. Bridge flicks it on and Whittaker has it 30 yards from his own goal. Brings it towards halfway. Hughes over the halfway line, runs down the right. 20 seconds remain. Hughes comes inside, loses out to the defender. Roberts has it now for Newport. Beats his man. 12 yards out. Can't beat the defenders. And it's away and it is half time. Morecambe losing 2-0. Ebbsfleet losing 3-0. So there's a chance to put more distance between us and the bottom two. We're going to say well done everybody. CJ is struggling a little bit. He's in need of a rest, but he does well there to win the ball and clear it. We are going to look to bring Angol on as well at some point. Corner now for Notts County, and it's a good header by Lonwick. Colvin missed his header, and it's ones each. Dangerous free kick now, Sheehan. Oh, I don't even know if that was deliberate. Did that just hit him on the back of the head? Oh no, he flicks it on. It's a good goal. It's poor defending. And we all of a sudden find ourselves 2-1 down. And Newport now rampant. Down the right, Collins, Baker. Unchallenged. Good challenge in the end there from Colvin. And we survive. We are going to have to go a little bit more aggressive. Dimitriou now throws it in for County. Blocked by the defender from a shot from Collins. It's a good ball into the back. Thomas, good save by Orzinski. And it is all Newport at the moment. It's a good ball in. Todorov clears only as far as Collins. Colvin with the block and it's a throw in. Push towards an hour gone. .65 minutes gone. We're going to have to make some changes. Shelton not having a good one in the middle there, so we're going to bring on... Do we bring on Fofana for his debut? No. No, we'll bring on Cameron King. No, we don't. We bring on Jack Hunter. Jack Hunter's going to play in the middle of the park. We're going to take off Todorov for Angol. And we'll leave Terrell Whitaker on for now. Let's get back out there. We are going to go attacking. We could do with a point. Wing backs are exhausted. Yes, they absolutely are. Into the last 10 minutes. Cometh the 80-minute mark. Cometh the man. No, that's not the same, but that's what's going to happen. And Charlie ball is on. Team instructions to shoot on sight. We are going to push up a bit as well. Use tighter marking. Maybe a bit more direct. Here we go. 6 minutes to go. Not county attacking with less than 5 left on the clock. Hunter wins it. Deep inside his own half, knocks the ball forward and gives it away to Lonwick. And Manco with the header. Colvin humps on forward ball. Turns. Knocks it back to Bridge. Brings it inside. CJ is down the left. He is tired, but he's going to look to run with it. Can't beat the defender with his cross. Hunter inside the Bridge with the long range strike, and he's equalised. He has equalised. Oh, what an equaliser it is. That's going to test Shelton's effort from a previous game. I think it was Shelton that scored a belter. Oh wow, the keeper's not getting near that. 4 minutes to go. 2s each. We're going to leave this attacking because they're going to attack, and you know we expected a defeat, and risking 1 point for 3 is probably a good decision. Until you get like this, and Collins is in, puts his shot wide. 3 minutes to go. 2, 1, 5 minutes to add on, so this 1 plus 5 remains, and County look to bring it forward. A Manco with a header to Hunter to Cavallo. Colvin humps one forward. The defender gets it as far back as Colvin, brings it inside. Hunter's in the middle now, looking to feed. Feeds Hughes down the right, hits the byline and wins the corner. Will be almost an injury time when this is taken. 10 seconds to go of normal time. Cavallo delivers. Defender clears it as far as a Manqua, who concedes the goal kick. Sorry, he doesn't concede the goal kick, but loses out. 2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go, 20 seconds remain. So throw in a County in a dangerous place. Hunter does well to win the ball, pumps it forward to Lomwick. Out wide to Baker. There's no time remaining, and that should be a point secured. Well done, Blyth. The point in rugby scrimmaging terms, that was a point win against the head. Nigel Lomwick had a very, very good game. 18-year-old centre-back. On loan from Wolves. He was a good prospect indeed. They did do well. They were excellent. And they're very, very happy. That's 2 wins and a draw, so 3 games unbeaten now in the league. Morecambe lost 3-0 at Crewe. Morecambe lost 3-0 at Crewe. Ebbsfleet lost 3-1 at Rochdale. So we are now 8 points clear of the bottom 2, which is fantastic. We just need to build up as much of a gap as we possibly can, and then we can start to worry about where we finish the season. But so far, September, living up to predictions of being the month where we could get some points. Rockman got another 82 minutes under his belt. Dodds played for South Shields, got a full 90 minutes and was a good threat apparently. Didn't seem to do much. He didn't get any assists, didn't get any goals, but good solid display. Chuck Warner got 12 minutes off the bench, and Maidstone gave Ollie Scott 65 minutes. He done okay. CJ Egan Riley needs a rest. Fortunately, I don't think I have a player I can bring in for him at the moment. Right, so we're massively overrun, so I'm going to end the episode there. We will be back for regular Saturday fixture in the next episode, just the one game. So I hope to see you back here for that. Stay safe. Next up is Rochdale at home. They are 11th. So hopefully we can get a point, if not 3, in that game and continue putting distance between us and the bottom 2. Until then, bye-bye.